Nikki Clark, and I'm asking questions today. Beautiful name.
I'm asking questions today.
We'll get back to that. Okay, so we're gonna start this. Who are you, and what do you do?
I'm Josh Feathers, and I sing in Beautiful Remains.
I'm Joe, and I play the guitar. I don't have a last name.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the first I've heard of this.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you don't have a last name?
I don't. I'm just Joe.
Ew. But your name's your last name's really cool though.
Zuzula.
That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Didn't know that either.
Dude, no, you should really
Not
have
right.
your last name. It's so sick. Why would you want it to be just a Joe? You're not Madonna.
She makes a valid point.
Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll just go with my last name then.
I don't find that one either.
Okay, we'll get back to
Moving
that.
on?
That's cool. Okay, so what type of band are you?
A hard rock band? You like to?
Wait, I thought we were a barbershop quartet.
Well, I don't have the hair for that, so.
I don't either. We got those pinstripe outfits, right?
I don't have one of those.
I don't either. We're a hard rock band.
A hard rock band. Okay.
Inspired by the 80s, early 90s. Not too far into the 90s though, because it kind of get, you know.
You got way too sad.
It looks more
Nirvana
80s to me, more 80s rock to me.
Yeah.
Started killing
And
it.
there's elements of like Alice in Chains in there. I mean,
Okay.
okay.
Well, then who are your influences?
Oh God. Motley Crue, Skid Row, Alice in Chains, Queensryche. Got any more you want to add to that?
That's about it. I mean, as far as our band goes, I
What about Extra Pan?
Extra Pan, yeah, Japanese rock band. Steel Panther, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right
Have
on.
you guys been in other bands other than this one?
Been in a few. Been in a few other bands.
Do you guys not want to talk about other bands?
Oh no, I can talk about it. I was in a band called Matches. Played drums in that band. No longer play the drums though, so that was fun. I was in a local band. These guys Fire. Also played drums. That was fun.
Lodi. Right?
Yeah.
Second one?
Lodi.
So you've always played drums in your other bands?
For the most part, I mean, I did sing in a band a few years ago with Dario Lorena, who's now in Black Label Society, and that was the first band I sang in. It was a lot of fun.
Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vegas.
It's the first stuff I ever heard by this guy. He sent me a bunch of his music from Carnival.
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
It was meant to be!
Bandmates at first listen.
Is that when you guys met?
Yeah, via
Craigslist.
Yeah.
You guys met over
We
Craigslist?
did.
Yeah, because I
I was actually looking for a prostitute, but I found him,
That
and
makes sense.
Okay,
That's
I
sick.
definitely wasn't. That's not the ad that I saw.
oops.
Bitch and lead vocalist. I was like, I'll check that out. I didn't see anything about none of that.
Yeah, well, we were. So it was accidental that we met.
It's okay. He just fell for his long hair.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I mean,
I get
skin
it.
hair. What can I say?
I know.
I'm envious.
Okay. What are your dream goals?
Dream goals, I would say, just to make music that people love to listen to, and something that grabs people's attention, and
I think if we could manage to make this to where we're doing it full time, like this is it, that for me would be like a dream come true. Where I don't have to have like a day job. I'm just singing tunes and writing the jams.
So you're legit. Be your own boss.
Hell yeah.
That's easy. I mean, the good thing about our group is that we're all really close with each other, and it's, we make good friends, and it's easy just to hang out with each other. So to be able to go on tour, just hang out day in and day out with each other, it wouldn't suck.
It wouldn't suck.
It'd be really cool.
You guys wouldn't get sick of each other?
Nah.
On the road? In the
Doubtful.
bus? All the time? There's in like one bathroom.
There's one bathroom.
It's kind of gross.
No dumping. Absolutely zero dumping.
Yeah, you go outside.
Number one only.
Number one only.
That's it. You can, dude. I'm not gonna be the guys who be busting out that hose like, oh shit. I gotta dump the dump tank.
It's okay. If you guys get big enough, you guys can hire someone to
Yeah, yeah.
be your own personal dumper.
And then they're gonna yell at us, hey, no number two, fuck. You have to fucking bleep
No,
that.
we'll just have Marco do it.
Yeah, Marco,
He's
back.
Mexican, it works.
Yeah,
Yes.
you gotta hammer down the tank, dude. It's your up. I was up last week. Let
He's
me draw.
the drummer, and he doesn't carry around any of his own crap anyway, so we'll have him do that.
You gotta earn the
duties.
spot, man.
Is this supposed to be a pun? Didn't carry around his own crap. Just
Yep.
kidding. Okay. Who writes the songs and what are they about?
How do you want to answer that?
Well, I guess lyrically,
I would say the lyrical, like all the lyric ideas and melodies and things I write. But music-wise, it's pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone throws something in the hat.
we get together, and once one of us has like a basic idea for a song, we'll get together, sit down, and record it. and then he'll go home, take the song, and record the or not record, but write the lyrics and melodies, and then come back to us and put it all. How does this sound? Give me your input. Think. Let's change this, change that. We all just kind of sit down towards the end of it and kind of try to finalize it and see what sounds best to all of us.
It depends. I mean, I've both ways. Like I've done things where I'd started with a melody, and then I've written the guitar part for the melody and then lyrics. But I would say for the vast majority of things, I would say that it usually starts music, and then I come up with the melody for the music, and then I fit the lyrics for the phrasing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, most of our stuff I think started with the music.
Yeah. The vast majority anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, once we get the you're working on what, 3 right now that we have musically, but we have, I mean, how many other riffs and stuff
ideas?
Sitting there waiting that we
too
just
many.
need to put into. Yeah, we've got a lot of material that's sitting waiting, which is exciting because once we get these songs out, we've got stuff to. We're not going to sit there and wait. We still have other things that we can work on.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's gonna rule.
You need to hear more.
It's not gonna suck.
It's not going to. They don't so far. So I mean, what I heard, because I don't listen to anything.
Right. Speaking of material, tomorrow at noon we're going to be releasing. Well, depending on when you're watching this, we'll be releasing Honey and Gold.
Yeah,
Our
August 1st.
August 1st.
My favorite.
Yeah, our first
That's a good one.
power ballad, if you will.
Yeah, I would consider that. Like someone asked me, like, hey, is it gonna be like an acoustic ensemble? Or should it be like full band? I was like, maybe it's a little bit of both. But
Actually, you know what? If you guys were to do an acoustic cover of that song, it would be legit as hell.
oh hell yeah.
I think.
Just full on.
No,
I mean-
but legitimately, like if you guys end up getting somewhere, do like a little acoustic session.
Well, I originally wrote it all acoustic. It had no. It was just me and a guitar. I wrote it 100%.
It's tight.
But then I was thinking, like, I want to like incorporate everybody into this, and how can I do that? So what you hear is kind of like my editing as far as like structure, and where I thought we could take it as a full group as opposed to just one guy and a guitar. If we want to strip it down and make it an acoustic song, it's done.
It's
like
there,
because that's
yeah.
what it was to begin with.
But that's cool. It's like starting off as a little secondhand serenade to
Yeah.
this like
Crazy.
let's get rocker into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna ask you on what is your outlook of the record industry.
Oh God. What a question. That could go a million ways. It's like exhausting just to even think about. Considering like this, I don't know, like the current state of everything. I mean, it kind of sucks. Like my honest opinion of it, it sucks because you have bands right now that are really big, and they seem huge. You see, like they're everywhere. They're touring the world. Their music's on every radio station, and they're going gold. Maybe. And if this was 20 years ago, you're talking about these guys would be selling like 5 million records, easy, and being humongous, like as big as they are. But in today's industry, you have a lot of bands who are really good and might have stuff on the radio and are broke when they get home. So I hope that we can find a way that artists get paid. Because I mean, I understand that like a lot of people are into downloading and getting things for free, and to each his own. But I mean, you have all these people like us that are like, we're not getting paid for this, we're kind of screwed. So if you take away, like our way of life as far as us being able to eat and survive, then we can't write tunes. So you're not going to have music to listen to. So unless people can like start being a little bit more like thoughtful in their actions and actually giving like money to people who are, dumping an entire life, like, we have between 5 guys in this band, who knows how many years collectively we have. I mean, I have 20 years by myself writing music, and and not getting paid for that. I know it's kind of messed up,
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that the record labels or the powers that be, we can figure out a way to where it comes back to like at least making it to where if I can make like 50 grand a year just writing tunes and being on the road, I'd be totally content.
You're kind of made.
I'm not asking to be like, a huge rock star in a huge mansion, but like if I could just come home to something, I'd be totally stoked about that.
Worry about anything. Knowing that you're comfortable enough financially to just go out and run and play music, and not have to come home and worry about, is my car gonna get repoed, or I mean, that'd be awesome.
That'd be ideal.
Yeah.
That'd be the big dream, the big goal.
Okay. What advice would you give to fellow bands?
Personally, I say, because like he said, I mean, we've all collectively had a lot of time put into this. I mean, sometimes it does get discouraging when you're asking people for help, or we're trying to get this together. Let's put a donations page up or something like that. People don't really. So I mean, I would just say, you know, just like we've been doing, just not give it up. Just keep going with it. You know, I mean, eventually, if you put out a tune that people are gonna love, I mean, you know, you're always gonna get haters. You're always gonna get people that no matter what you write, no matter what you say, somebody's gonna hate it, but somebody's gonna love it too. Yeah. So I would just say, just keep going. Just do what you do, and just focus on what you're doing because it makes you happy, and don't really care about what other people are doing. And especially when they're screwing up backstage.
But I would say also for like, be better. Like always strive to be a better musician or a better lyricist or a better songwriter or a better singer. I just feel like there is, with the technology that's out as far as like mapping and auto-tune, I feel like a lot of people kind of do it half-assed and just rely on technology to like, you know, fill in the blanks. Yeah. Don't do that. Be like a real dude and like bust your ass to become good. And if you have to sing it 1,000 times, then sing it 1,000 times. But make sure that it's fucking you it's on there. It's not some computer that's mapping out, we'll pitch correct this, and screw that. Be like, if you're going to be a musician, be real.
Because I feel like whenever I go, like if I'm falling in love with a band, if I'm going to go see them in concert, I want to hear them sing. Because if you're going to pay all this money, you want to see them, you want to hear them, everything. If it's all auto-tuned, if it's all auto-tuned, it's gonna sound like shit.
Well, it's just fake. It's not real. It's
not.
It's like, I don't know. It's just a fantasy as opposed to just, you know.
You're just faking it. You're not a real band. You're like, basically you're a computer band.
Pretty much. And there is a lot of those right now. A lot. I'm not gonna name any names, but you know who the fuck you are. There's a lot of those dudes.
Fuck you. Okay, what are some of your pet peeves, both of you?
Ooh, okay. This is like completely like that has nothing to do with music. But one of my pet peeves, like, you know, when you go to a movie theater and you hear somebody behind you with the straw and the ice in their cup, that drives.
I'm that person with my Slurpees.
Oh God, it kills me.
So we're not going to the movies with you.
I hear that and I just instantly it's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Just
that's bad. Sometimes you just can't help it. Like literally, you're sucking down, and then it's just the ice.
We still
is
talking about the movies?
I know. I thought we were getting a little off subject. All right.
You have to. You just gotta mix it all up, get it down.
Gotta do it hammer down. Good for you. Up top.
I would say for me, it's, you know, I'm not a germaphobe by any means, but like if somebody doesn't wash their hands and I notice it, that's a big pet peeve for me. I just can't stand that.
So like when you shake their hand, if they...
I immediately gotta wash my hands, dude. Like my hands always feel like so dirty. Feel like I just shook your hand and I just feel like it was dirty to me. I've gotta go wash my hands. Yeah,
so basically, when you become famous, send care packages of hand sanitizer wipes to this guy right here.
There you go.
Clean this.
It's sponsored by Purell.
There you go.
Purell. Hey, what's up?
Name drop.
Okay, what are the biggest obstacles for bands?
Jesus. I think getting signed is like, that is a difficult task. Other than that, I would say like getting people to actually care. Especially when you're like not signed and you're just like up and coming, or you're just doing stuff out of your house and you're just playing local shows. It's kind of hard to really get people to like understand like this is something you really care about, you're very passionate with. So to get them to actually get off their ass and like want to show up to like, you know, a live performance, or like even like take a moment to listen to a tune that you're giving out for free, it's still kind of like it's hard to get them dedicated and interested unless like you already have a following. Because I mean, how many times have you been into a band that has nothing behind them? Never. You listen to shit that's already like out there, that it's popular, that other people are already like telling you about. So it's just the beginning stages of starting up from the ground is really hard. I'd say it's a huge obstacle. Just getting your band off the ground, period, is a really tough gig.
I think another big obstacle for bands is finding, you know, good members that are dedicated to doing the project with, you know, also.
Right.
I mean, because I don't know. I mean, this band alone, like we've been through numerous. I mean, you know, once we found Josh, it was like a godsend. But before that, we've been through numerous singers, guitar players. You know, I mean, it's just been a roller coaster ride, and I'm glad that we're at where we're at now, because, you know, we started off with a whole different genre, really. I mean, we were doing like an alternative metal, and I realized I really didn't have a passion for that as much as like the 80s thing, because that's what I grew up on, that's what I love. And then, you know, once I found Josh, I mean, that's the same things for him, so we were able to really click with that. And I mean, I think it's just hard to find, you know, a good group of people that get along, that don't, you know, nobody wants to steal a spotlight, and nobody wants to, you know, argue about anything. We work together really well, and and I think a lot of bands struggle with that. Just finding people that can sit down and put the passion into it.
I concur.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, now I'll just ask. So, when you guys have your time to do the next interview, do you plan on having the rest of the band with you?
yeah, I mean, anyone who's down to do it is more than welcome.
Yeah, we were talking about our guitar player Abel and the drummer Marco. They were talking about maybe wanting to do
Is
one
that
on
all
their
who's
own.
in the band?
No, we've got Mark, who's on bass. He just joined us. Good job, Mark. I think he's been with us for about a month now.
yeah, it's all right.
So he's been sitting down, taking time to learn all of the material that we have, and giving his input on everything as well. And that's been really cool. He's a good dude. I think he's going to be doing some backup vocals too.
Yeah, he's been doing all the high harmonies for us. He's a big fan of Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he sings a lot of Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
so.
Which is going to help out. It's going to be good.
Oh, that's good. Doesn't she sing Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls? Oh, no,
That's
TLC.
TLC.
We were just singing that.
Swing and a miss.
Same genre.
Strike two. Yeah, okay, so we've got Mark on bass, we've got Abel playing guitar, and then we've got Marco on drums. And possibly piano, keyboard.
Which means, I think that needs to happen.
Yeah.
I think so much to learn how to play the violin.
I'll do it. I got one, I just don't know how to play it.
I'd be so stoked.
Dude, anything that's strange can't be that hard, right? Give it a shot, man.
I got 6 of them I could hardly play.
No comment?
Ouch.
Just kidding.
So we were friends. Who's the one?
How do you plan on promoting your band and
Shows?
I don't even know how to. Okay, how do you promote your band and shows?
Facebook?
Social media? I mean,
Yeah.
anything you can, I guess. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. There's, I don't know, what else we got? We got Reverb Nation, Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, Bandmix.
I mean, there's a lot of avenues. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like basically like the best way that I think everyone else has pretty much done it. And just hit social media as much as you can, try to boost, your numbers.
Somewhere on the screen we'll write our links and
Down
at
here,
signs,
or
Twitter
up
and
here,
Instagram and
over
Facebook.
there.
Yeah, somewhere right here.
there.
Right here, it'll say.
Why don't you guys get old school to make flyers, stick them all around town?
We're
I
flyers.
thought didn't someone like create a law where like that's like considered littering now? And you can't like do that anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I was thinking about
Maybe I
walking
make-
down to the record store and posting them up.
Record store.
We don't even have a record store.
No,
Not since like
it
what?
doesn't
90s?
exist, man.
Well, there goes that idea.
There's lots
But
of record stores though.
if there was any sort of way to post little flyers, do a little post, what would you guys do to make a little picture right now?
Oh, Jesus.
A pose?
A pose?
Get together like a real friends.
This is the pose I'd be doing right here.
And this is what I'd be doing.
Love the hug. Oh, so gently. He hugged me gingerly.
So delicate.
Anyways, so back on to this. Any ginger at all. Any at all.
I don't.
So,
Okay.
There's
So-
another the flip of the coin right there. Proceed.
anyways, so Joe, your rundown.
Gear rundown. Well, let's see. I am
Skin flute.
using skin flute.
Wait, is that a fucking penis?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well,
It's like a
yeah. Aside from that solo,
Oh god. I just love how you totally just like skin flute. By all means, go ahead. Tell them what you play, son.
right. I've been using for my guitars. I'm using a BC Rich Mockingbird special and a LTD EC1000, both red in color, beautiful like this curtain here,
Gorgeous.
and gorgeous.
hate the color red.
I'm also using for my amp. I'm using a Mesa Cab and a PV Valve King 100.
Right
That's
on,
probably
man.
what I'll be running. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever paid attention.
No, well now you know. You can
Sounds
watch
good.
this over and over again and really until you memorize it.
It'll take me at least 3 times. I
It's
think.
fine. It's good. So that'll be like my live rig, I think, for now.
Whoa,
I've got like 17 guitars.
Do you plan on getting more?
Yeah, absolutely.
what?
You do have
do
a
you want?
ridiculous amount of guitars.
Well, I've got. I couldn't sit here and name them all right now, but I've got 7 Mockingbirds. I'm kind of a Mockingbird fan.
A little bit.
A little bit. A couple acrylic ones, see-through. And those are the ones that we'll be playing when we play our naked shows.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know, Blink-182 did that.
So we're not going to do that.
About that.
They're the best band ever.
Talk about the quickest turnaround of an idea ever.
So I actually lost the bullets on my boots.
What size was it? 9?
27.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, 9, no, 10.
10?
I wear a size 10. 10.
So if you ever want to send in new shoes,
Oh, please do.
That is a small size,
Yes.
by the way.
You know what they say about small boots?
small socks.
That's right.
Oh, no, thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
a nice grip. I don't know, it's really dainty too.
Yeah, well.
Anyways, I'm Nikki Clark.
Josh Feathers.
Zuzula.
We're done.
Bye!